Research has shown plastic containers, specifically bottles, are the leading cause of pollution in Jamaica. Now, that's despite a ban on plastic since 2019. One environmental group is therefore dissatisfied with the government's efforts and is demanding more focus be placed on the single-use plastic once and for all. Trishagaye picks up on that update.
Plastic isn't biodegradable, a phrase you've probably heard many times, especially in Jamaica. Yet the country's current and constant main contributor to pollution is plastic. The Ocean Conservancy's 2023 International Coastal Cleanup Report showed that the island is not doing well in its care for the environment. In 2019, the government implemented Phase 1 of the plastic ban. In July of this year, Phase 4 was implemented, prohibiting the importation, distribution, sale, or use of any single-use plastic food container. However, Chief Executive Officer at the Jamaica Environment Trust, J.E.T, Dr. Theresa Rodriguez Moody, believes the ban is ineffective where it is most needed.
The big issue is the plastic bottles. From year to year, it's in the top 10. Actually, it's the #1 item for us in Jamaica that is collected. The ban can be effective, it can work, but it's not actually solving the major issue that we have, which is the fact that plastic bottles are the #1 and have been for, I think, since we started as national coordinators. That is the #1 item that is found along our coastline. So more has to be done.
But what more can be done? She says the government is not tapping into all of its options.
We have this voluntary deposit refund scheme, but it's not enough. And so what we're seeing is that we need to do more. And I think what this data shows, that our data, which is really local, doesn't show, is that in comparison to the rest of the Caribbean, we have a big problem in comparison to the rest of the world. I mean, being top 3 in the world for the most amount of plastic bottles collected, I mean, that's nothing to be proud of.
In the report, Jamaica was ranked 3rd for the most plastic pollution in the world, such a little island with such a big issue. So what's the solution?
The best thing to do is to reduce our use of plastics, right? That's really the #1 solution, long-term solution. But we can't always, it's going to be very difficult to eliminate plastics completely, especially plastic bottles. I mean, we have an alternative. It's really about costs. And so while we're not switching completely to that alternative of glass bottles, we need to be also focusing on recycling. And I want to emphasize that recycling is not the solution, but it can be a part of the solution.
Dr. Moody also suggested reducing tax on environmentally friendly products and increasing it for plastic containers as a means of reducing the use of plastic island-wide. Trishagaye, CVM News.